What's up, Daily Fab Gamers? Thank you so much for watching my stream. Before you jump into this red-hot action, let's review the rules. Don't be a dick. This should go without saying, but better safe than sorry. Chat with me. You know that I can talk at my computer for hours, but it's more fun when my computer talks back. And let's have a good time. I don't mind getting sweaty, but we can have fun while we do it. Use the chat command deck for a link to the list I'm playing here. It's also in the video description. Some of these decks are sick, and you might want to play them in real life. In that case, let me refer you to Hemel from the Bazaar. It's never been more affordable to play in the flesh and blood. Players have been buying the cards they need from Hemel for years. I started buying from him in 2023 and have never found a better deal. The Bazaar's prices are the lowest for singles, full sets, and class sets, including new releases. Super Slam singles and more are available now and ship both domestically and internationally. Use the command Hemel for contact info, then reach out to see what he can do for you. Now settle in and get cozy because the stream begins now.
Good morning, everyone. I was testing with OBS earlier. I hope it doesn't crash when I try to play games, but we'll at least get to fuck around with Fi. Happy pre-release day? It's world premiere weekend. Thank you for being here instead of watching the world premiere stream. I thought about maybe doing something with that. I briefly considered, I can make this smaller, like streaming the world premiere but muting it and then talking over it, and we would hang out and watch that. And then I thought, it's just the world premiere, like it's pre-con decks. I'm sure it's going to be interesting and entertaining, but ultimately not my $20 ticket to the $2 million world tour. So I just figured it doesn't really, if it was The Calling, I would have streamed The Calling today. We would like commentate the games for you. But the world premiere, whatever, we're just gonna play 5. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Caldwell. Who else have we got in here? Garth is in here. Yeah, the Acilio counterspell is fucked. I hate that card. I wonder if it is not in Fabry yet, but for those who don't know, it's a 0-cost wizard instant. Negate target spell with cost less than the number of auras you control. Its controller gets 1 action point. It's like super fucked because what it does is just kill all of Acilio's counters. Bloodrush Bellow, Orbweaver Spinneret, Null Time Zone. I mean, half of Dash's deck, or a third. I don't know how many items she's playing, but it's also Spark of Genius. Bloodrush Bellow is the huge one. Because, I mean, in addition to just stopping the Blood Rush discard is an additional cost. So it isn't even like you pitch your blue, you play your Blood Rush, and then they counter it, and you, okay, well, I guess I still have 3 cards. No, you discarded as well. I'll be putting Wobble on Talishar as soon as we can. It's the best thing. And shut up, Age of Sworn, Wizard players. You get out of here. I love you, and I appreciate all your work, but get out of here. Hey, Mosbiel Main. It's so, like, I already thought that Acilio was going to be the best deck in format, just based on new Burn Bear. But, like, oh, maybe I'm overstating it, maybe it's fine, like, he still has to find the thing. And now, with the Wizard Instant, it's like, and he just plays Sigil of Conductivity. Like, Acilio just keeps sigils on the board. It isn't even like, oh, it has to line up. Oh, he has to, I play Blood Rush and he has to play 3 cards from his hand at instant speed. He keeps 1 card. Okay, even if I'm on 2 resources and 2 cards in hand, maybe a card in Arsenal, well, he's down to 1 card. I got my action point back. I turned on my Mandible Claw so I can still, like, do stuff. No, he just sits with auras on the board. Morning Duelist. It's, like, so fucked. And it hits all of them. It is every deck that you would think could possibly counter Acilio. It hits all of them. All of their big, powerful thing that stops Acilio from killing them. Don't forget, he now gets to make Sigil of Fates. I did see the new Negate Vitor. That's what I'm crashing out about. It isn't up on Fabry yet, so I can't bring it up, but Aegis Warren has said that it's going up on Talisher. Cool. Yeah, it's so absolutely fucked. You know what I guess it does hit 5 because we're playing 6 copies of Rise from the Ashes. And I think we're going to play even more. It also even hits like Warmonger's Diplomacy. If the Acilios just took a bunch of damage to combo off and then you hit them with the Warmongers and the Acilio's like, oh, you're thinking like, oh, I'm going to get him on, he can't combo me, like he can't spell at the end of it. He just negates your Warmongers. Like I'm debating on canceling my trip to Montreal. I don't know if Acilio's gone by the end of the season. Let me pull up the LL leaderboard in my second monitor. I feel like he doesn't have that many points. And he was at 0.5x for a while, like only in September. Last September is he at 1x modifier. Acilio's at 225. Or sorry, no, Acilio's at 293. He got 225. I don't think, let's see. You think Acilio is gone by the end of the season? There's no way. We have 3 weeks of CC ProQuests and like a handful of callings. There's no way that he leaves this season. I could see this year. Acilio is still hard to play. I don't think Acilio is that hard to play. There's that rotate fastest tend to be the ones that anyone could pick up and win RTN's ProQuest with. I don't think Acilio is that hard to play. If Tegan from Flesh and Bad was in here, they would have a lot to say about the ease of Acilio. I think Acilio could go this year if he just isn't touched. I would be surprised if we don't get some kind of Acilio ban at the end of ProQuest season on March, 20-something, whenever the new CC BNR comes out. I would be shocked if Acilio doesn't get a ban of some kind, because he's never gotten one. He's only ever gotten support. And I would like to think that LSS can look at Verdance's win rate and point accrual over the Super Slam season. What happens when you just give a hero everything they need and never take anything from them? I would like to think that LSS has learned something and will say, well, all we've done is give Acilio tools. Maybe we should take something away from him too. Yes, Lando, so we're getting a BNR on March 2nd, but that is specifically for Silver Age. We're getting a second BNR in like the 4th week of March, and that'll be for CC. We're getting 2 BNRs based on this ProQuest season, but they each correspond to what the format was. So the first 2 weeks of ProQuest are Silver Age, and then we get the Silver Age BNR. And the last 3 weeks are Classic Constructed, and then we're getting a Classic Constructed BNR. Anyway, we don't need to talk about that dumbass card and that dumbass hero. We can talk about this dumbass hero instead. Our special son who should have LL'd like 2 years ago and is still here. So we played some games yesterday. Did any of you play the deck after I was done with it? Hell yeah, we got 9 more games and we're not doing well. That's okay. People are teching hard for Fi, and we have some changes to make to the list. So things that I learned yesterday, it felt like our pitch value was too high. Like 15 blues and 0 yellows felt like it should have been correct. And then we would draw like multiple 3 blue hands in a game, which was not good. So I think we do want to go down on blues, especially because we were cognizant of trimming some 1 costs. And I think I do want to, what I was thinking is that I want to try going to 13 blues and playing these 2 yellow Rise from the Ashes. Like between Art of Phoenix War and Fire That Burns Within, we were drawing enough cards that care about the Phoenix Flames, but didn't always line up with a Rise from the Ashes, that I would like to try playing more Rise from the Ashes. Possibly you think that Fire Tenant isn't good in the deck? I mean, it isn't draconic, but it's a 0 for 4. I know it. I've played Syndra. I know that it isn't draconic. I do think that we need to cut some blues. And the 2 blues that I'm between cutting are Cinderskin Devotion and Warmonger's Diplomacy. And I feel like Warmongers is objectively a more powerful card. It also makes my deck look very nice because I just swap 2 for 2 and keep the 3 of. Cinderskin Devotion is a bad extender, but it is an extender. It works well with our Phoenix War because it's just like a playable card. I still think I'm going to cut it because I just don't like it. We'll put it in the maybe board. Again, we have random draws in our deck now with Fire That Burns Within. If we like rip a Warmongers halfway through our turn, it's potentially not good. If we rip Warmongers in the Syndra matchup, it's just a worthless card for our arsenal. But I want to believe that keeping Warmongers is going to be good. New Art of War is in the sideboard. Not that we're really ever sideboarding this card. I think it's in the sideboard for like Marionette. Exactly, Marionette, where we can't expect to keep a large hand. We've got a Salt the Wound in the sideboard. I've been boarding in Salt and Compounding Anger in most matchups. Again, not playing them for Marionette. Marionette, I'm playing 8 defense reactions, but I'm still just like testing stuff. What we learned yesterday is I really want to get Breaking Point back into the deck for the Phi Mirror. Basically, we ran into an opposing Phi deck. They just rolled the shit out of us, but still, depending on which heroes are in the meta, and if we're looking at like Dash.io, Acilio, Phi, maybe even KO, all heroes that want to set up 5-card hands and that we will get rewarded for destroying their arsenal, that is in comparison to the meta we were just in, where Syndra, Verdant's Gravy, all like actively didn't play off of their arsenal. Lack of Tenacity is whack. Tenacity just kind of sucks. It's like a lot of the time that Tenacity is good in your deck, Lava Burst is as good. Like, what decks in the format that we are unfavored against are giving us like 6 cards on defense? Victor is giving us a Trounce, a Test of Iron Grip. I think having Salt would have been good for that Phi Mirror yesterday. If you broke Mass that one turn, it would have ended Salt for 8 and put him at 1. I might not have thought about that. I mean, Salt was in the deck. I might have just not thought about it. I'd have to rewatch that game. But as far as getting Breaking Point in the list, I'm thinking, what if we cut Compounding Anger and the Double Cross Strap and we just disrespected Arcane? Breaking Point. My computer is laggy today. And then we put you in the maybe and you in the maybe, and we'll keep Salt and probably like Salt Breaking Point for most matchups. What's your opinion on wanting Art of Dragon Fire and a fealty package? I don't like it. We just don't make that much fealty. The only way I have to make fealty in this deck is display loyalty. Without the brands, it's just way too hard to make shit draconic. I'm not playing Demonstrate Devotion because I don't want to stack my deck with 1 costs. It's a 4 value 1 cost, and I want to play a 7 value 1 cost and like stack, exponentially powerful 1 cost and a 1 cost that's usually 1 for 5. I think Demo Devo just isn't good enough, and I don't want to play bad cards to make my good cards better. I don't want to play bad cards to make my bad cards better. Remember the rule, when you disrespect Arcane, you're bound to run into a wizard that play session, but Kano's gone. Kano's the only one I really have to respect. So I think we're rolling with this 80 today. We're going to try some shit out. I'm also going to try sideboarding differently. I think yesterday I was over-respecting the Flame Call package, and I should just be playing Spreading Flames. Like, just do Spreading Art of Phoenix War and save Flame Call package for the defensive grindy decks, where you need to go wide. If you have multiple O's to be clunky, I haven't. I really didn't see Oath of Loyalty very much yesterday. Maybe that's what we do. Is we do put you there, move you into the deck, and I just get a slot back for this thing, double cross trap. Going down to 2 Oaths is maybe where I do want to be. All right, so we're going to crack open Talishar. I'm going to attempt to change scenes on OBS. So hopefully you're all still here in 3 seconds. All right, I made the switch. YouTube seems to be doing okay. I'm going to assume you're all still here and I'm not just talking to myself again. All right, I'm just going to go. Cool. So 5, future future classic constructed. Everyone tell me if you're still here. Let me know if I'm just playing for an empty room. Oh, someone said something. Were we in there? I do need to fix OBS at some point. This is terrible. I think that I don't mind having Art of Dragon War and Spreading Flames in the same deck because I have Tunic. And I'm trying to Tunic very often. Holy Pro Streamer moves, we have survived. I also think that Blazing Yoroi is probably better in the Fi Mirror than I wanted to give it credit for. I'm so used to playing Blazing, when I would play Fi in the olden days, and Katsu would bring Blazing Yoroi, and I could just break the chain. But those Fi lists were playing Command and Conquer and Snatch, and chain enders that didn't need you to have multiple chain links. Fi decks now are playing Lava Burst and Salt the Wound, so fade in and out too. We are all hallucinations, it's true. I'm just streaming for an empty room. Okay, Teklovossen. Teklovossen, I just completely disrespect. I don't need breaking points into you. So I think I'm just playing full combo and we cut Salt the Wound, which is here. So we just go full combo. Because he's gonna do Adaptive Alpha Mode. Okay. Hey, this hand is kind of okay. I'm gonna have to block, but it was kind of okay. I guess I could just take a bunch of damage if I wanted to, but that doesn't seem good. This is boost Teklo. I guess I didn't need to. This hits a hero, they discard a card, but I need my card. Oh, you don't have any Evos equipped. Okay, cool. So I just take 3. This is fine. I was debating giving up armor to protect this Phoenix War, but I don't think that would have been good. Already we seem like we're off to okay, never mind. Our start is terrible. This is horrendously bad. So, Jesus. Thanks, Hot on their heels. This hand just doesn't function. So I guess we just play Hot on their heels and Arsenal Phoenix War and be sad. Jesus Christ. Hey, we're getting blocks. We're big up. What does this do? Banish an Evo, create a Ponder? Ooh, that's really good. Arsenal Phoenix War. Yeah, that hand was atrocious. Big 1. Right, what am I doing with this hand? I think if I had my Tunic up, I would play Rise and do a big Art of War. As it is, I'm just playing out this hand. Pull Phoenix to hand. Pull Phoenix to hand doesn't do much on that last turn. If this was banished from boosting, when this attacks, search your deck for an Evo with cost less than or equal to the number of Evos you control. If you have equipped, banish it, then shuffle. Okay, so this is attacking for 1, and you are finding a 0-cost Evo, and you are banishing it. If you have base arms equipped, transform it, and X hyperdrive, Whenever you boost an attack action card, you may destroy a card under this. Okay, so this is just 1, and you are putting an Evo on the table for free. I understand. This hand could, like, kind of do Phoenix War. We can do Fire Tenant, Blaze Headlong, Hot on their heels, 5 Phoenix War, but I'm about to have a Tunic up, and this hand converts normally. So I'm just gonna send the hand. Like, I get to do 3, 5, 3, 3, 1, and I think that's just good enough. I don't need to, like, lose 2 points on my Phoenix War when there's a pretty good chance that I can just do it. Teklovossen lets you play... Okay. Oh, and this is Battle Worn. Okay, so not breaking the chain here doesn't matter. Like, trying to... This might surprise you, chat. I don't have a lot of experience playing against Teklovossen. So I am very quickly needing to learn what his cards do. What could be happening to me? But so far, we seem like we're in a good position. Double Evo, boosted up, pitched a heist. Teklo's one of the matchups where Tenacity is goated. I could see that. I mean, this is my first Teklovossen game since Nom, so I am not yet convinced that I need it. Like, yes, Tenacity would be insane on that turn, but like, we get to just do the thing, sort of. Oath of Loyalty is a little awkward here because I can't play Rise from the Ashes before I Oath. So I think what I'm doing is play Oath of Loyalty, break the chain, Rise from the Ashes, Tunic, Phoenix War. Otherwise, I just play the hand, but again, I would rather be doing something more interesting. To Moss Buellmane's point, Oath of Loyalty can definitely be clunky. Not so much with Phoenix War. I mean, Phoenix War is an instant, so if I had a Phoenix Flame in hand, I could Phoenix War into Oath of Loyalty. The problem is that I can't Rise from the Ashes before Oath of Loyalty. I am not breaking Pouncing Links now. I can definitely wait. All right, now I play Rise. Now I Tunic. Now I Art of Phoenix War. This hand is interesting. The Spreading Flames here is definitely awkward without a way to play it. I'm also thinking if there's a way that I can get Inflame online. I mean, I might just be arsenaling the Spreading Flames and waiting. It also depends on if this Ronin hits. Like, if I hit at some point, I could break Pouncing Links for, like, Inflame, or, Ignite. Which lets me play the Spreading Flames for free. And get 3 out of it. So if I break Pouncing Links here, I grab Ignite, I play Ignite, comes in for 3, Spreading Flames comes in for 4, Inflame comes in for 6. Sorry, Spreading comes in for 5, that comes in for 6. Phoenix Flame comes in for 3, 4, because I haven't gotten my Tunic trigger yet. So I can play Inflame, play Phoenix Flame. That is 4 damage into 3 damage. I get 7, I set a Spreading Flames. Or I break Pouncing Links. Ignite is 3, Spreading is 5. I think I'm supposed to break Links here. I could also break it for... No, okay. Yeah. I get more out of getting Ignite. Because what I get out of getting Ignite, I would get the same value from a Lava Burst as I would from this Spreading Flames, and then I'd get to Arsenal the Spreading Flames. The difference is that if I Ignite into Spreading, I get the Enflame value. Because if I get Lava Burst, I have to play Enflame on Chain Link 3, so it doesn't get its +2. But if I get to play Ignite into Spreading into Enflame, I get my +2. And then we Phoenix 4/3. Rise nothing anti-synergy, either break chain or save Rise for later, worse for me since I'm on Bannerman. Let me know how your Bannerman experience is. To me, that card seems very bad. Like, the whole thing seems very bad. What does this hand do? I don't get my buff on Dragon Power. I'm probably going to set this Rise, as it doesn't really do anything for me right now, and if I have it for later, I can maybe line it up with a Tunic or another Phoenix War. So I'm just playing out the hand. We're also like wildly ahead right now. I assume, again, I'm not 100% what Teklo does, so I'm like, I actually don't know how I'm doing this game. The life total says that I'm wildly ahead, but that might not be good enough. Teklovossen for real. I have many friends that would love for Teklovossen to be a real deck. Just think it's like so cool. And I agree. I like the mid-rangey decks that have an end game. Nico, that was my problem with Enki's RKO list, is it just felt like there wasn't an end game. It just kind of like played kind of fatiguey stuff for a while and then like died. I like decks that do something at the... This is an interesting hand. All right, this is coming in for 1, and you get to find your legs. I guess I'll give you Flight Path here, because I'll probably use it on my turn. This is going to be Flight Path Double Sword, I think. I wish this blue Rise From was in my hand instead of my arsenal. So I guess I'm playing blue Rise, I'm pitching yellow Rise to Phoenix War. Yeah, this is a hand of cards. Of all the hands of cards, this is one of them. And I'm keeping my Mounting Anger. I guess I don't actually need to keep my Mounting Anger. But I feel like Mounting Anger might be better than yellow Rise From here. Sure. Jeez, okay. We gotta take a good hard look at Oath of Loyalty in this deck. All right. So I am going to Rise From the Ashes, Phoenix Flame, Display Loyalty, Sword, Flight Path, Sword, Arsenal, Oath. Rainbow Rise Up seems fine. Like, I think Rainbow Rise Up was bad in that hand, but my alternative would have been just another blue, right? It would have been Cinderskin Devotion. Fabricating, okay, you're gonna give all your shit +1 and put it under a thing. Yeah, Oath of Loyalty might be on the chopping block, actually. There's just too much anti-synergy with what I'm trying to do. because I do think that the correct way to play Fi, the correct way to play and build Fi is going to be Rise from the Ashes. Right? Rise from is just, it's so good. With Fire That Burns Within, with Phoenix War. I don't know if Oath is a 2 of right now, and it's like actively bad. It's actively hurting me. Like on all of my big turns, Oath of Loyalty is bad. The 2 times that I've drawn Oath this game, it has conflicted with Rise from the Ashes. I do not have a Phoenix Flame in my graveyard. Yeah, this is booty. All right, this hand slaps though. This hand, we're doing it. This time for real. This Phoenix War is gonna be the one. Magnetic Shockwave X is the number of times you've boosted this chain link. So I have to, oh, you did, okay, you haven't boosted, so I just don't have to block. Cool. Maybe they unbanned Brand. It's not for a while. All right, this time for real. This is, oh, except God damn, this fuck, okay. We're cutting Oath of Loyalty. Oath of Loyalty is not in the deck anymore. This card has fucked me 3 times this game, all within the same way, which is I'm trying to do a very powerful thing, and I just can't. So, Oath of Loyalty, everyone, say goodbye to Oath of Loyalty. This hand is interesting. I can break Fealty, play Fire Tenet, Searing Emberblade, Fire That Burns Within, activate Fi. I guess I'm pitching the Dragon Power, not the Mounting Anger. All right, we get to do this. Yeah, Oath is gone. Everyone wave goodbye to Oath of Loyalty, the worst card in our deck. It's just, it's so bad. Ooh, that's a good one. I mean, I don't necessarily love Mounting Anger in the arsenal, but it's enough to win a game of Flesh and Blood. We even get our Shuko trigger on this? Yeah, this, I mean, this was a gas game, aside from the fact that Oath of Loyalty was like so bad. 16.83 per turn was pretty good. Good game. All right, main menu. I'm not gonna risk my OBS, so I am just going to do this. All right, that was still a little laggy, but less bad. Okay, everyone say goodbye to Oath of Loyalty. What am I putting in? Still at 1.58 average pitch. Seems like an awful lot. What is my average cost? 0.14? That seems awful low. We've been drawing a lot of blues and yellows. I wonder if it's Mounting Anger time. Or I could put in Compounding. And like, I don't want to play 9 rises. I think 9 rises is too many rises. The blue count that game felt fine with the rises to supplement. So I could put Compounding Anger in. I could put 2 Mounting Angers in. I could cut a yellow rise and put in Compounding and 2 Mountings and see what that does. We move you to maybe, and now my average pitch is 1.4 and my average cost is 0.23. 70% of the time, I will be able to pay for a turn. How many ninja cards do I have in? I have 40, no, that's Draconic. I have 6 ninja cards. Guy's too scared to rise from the ashes. I love rising from the ashes. Let's do this. Let's put compounding in the inventory, or in the maybe. Let's move mounting back into the deck and see what that does. Looking at 1.9, 1.54, okay. That seems like it should be an okay number of numbers. Up over to Talishar. Let's run this. So, it isn't that I think 7 rises are necessary, it's that I think I need more average pitch than just the 12 blues. And rise is like a half measure. It's slightly better against Marlynn. I want to go second, question mark? Put in Phoenix War, put in Spreading Flame, Sink Below, put in Breaking Points. Equipment is all good. So it isn't that I want the rises, it's that I want the pitch value, and rather than put in like Cinderskin Devotion, like rather than put in a not okay blue, I could just play a yellow that is slightly worse than a blue, but also happens to turn on like the powerful things my deck can do. Does that make sense? It isn't that I'm like, yeah, rise from. It's that I'm like, boo, blue. LTB on the grave belongs in here too. I don't know that I want to play 60 reacts against Marlynn. This is my first Fi Marlynn game. It might just be that I want to be like more defensive against her and just say I'm gonna play good numbers and not Phoenix War. But I don't know that yet. I would love to give my flight path here because it cleanly blocks this two, or this one, but I'm going first, and if I get overpowered, I'm not gonna be able to block with this ignite anyway. So we'll just block the tipple and save my flight path. Thinking about a bunch of Ancestral instead of Oath. It's just 2 gun on Syndra. I mean, I could see it. Hey, Marlynn's doing the thing. Cool. Marlynn feels like she's going to be very oppressive this format. It seems like they fixed Marlynn. I'm going to lose both of my attacks anyway, so this doesn't matter. Like, Marlynn had consistency issues, and I think those have largely been ironed out. And now she's just going to do the thing every turn. And the thing every turn is send on-rate damage with disruptive on-hits. She's like what Guardian wants to be. Like, this was an insane turn 0. She dealt 9 and made 3 gold. Oh, and this is... I mean, this hand functions at least. So if this was a blue, I would get slightly more damage out of this hand. New Harpoon is gas. They didn't fix her, but they made her a lot better. Well, what are her problems? Like, what are her bad matchups? Like, what does Marlynn have trouble with? Gravy? Because she doesn't have Go again? I mean, everyone has problems with Gravy. That's Gravy's whole thing, is being a problematic deck. Okay, so I would have gotten 2 more damage out of this hand if Rise From was a blue. That's fair. I did put Breaking Point in this list. I just don't have it. The Gravy and decks that can block. I mean, Gravy is everyone's problem. Decks that can block are usually good against Go Tall decks. I don't see it. I see that she has the same like kind of issue that most decks do, which is a bad matchup. All right, this hand is pretty good if I get to keep it, because I can Warmongers her, which I know is good. This is 6 with Go again on hit Frailty. I don't super care about the Frailty. I'm not going to sink below this. I'll just take this damage. Gravy is not everyone's problem. I think gravy is Fi's problem. Yeah, the Time Walk here is good. The Withering Shot from Arsenal, like, she's going to fix it somehow. But the Withering Shot from Arsenal feels pretty lackluster. And I can still block if I need to. Jesus. Three of a Kind is such a card. Ooh. Thank you, Sink Below. New Harpoon is going to do Harpoon things, and then I get to say no. This is the, what's up, Huntsman family? Hey, Alex. So this is the problem that, these are the old Lexi days of, like, Three of a Kind just draws you into your Three of a Kind, and it's like, well, fuck. That sucks. So I am going to Sink Below. I am not going to sink anything, because this hand is fine. Like, I guess the worst card in this hand is Firebrand. But if I, like, sink the Firebrand and draw... I guess sinking the Firebrand isn't the worst here. Because... Have you made a gold this turn? I don't know. I don't care. Sinking the Firebrand isn't the worst, because even if I draw a 1-cost, I just Arsenal it. Yeah, I am going to sink this Firebrand. I don't need it for my turn to function. Because it depends on what's in Marlynn's arsenal. But I am wondering if I'm supposed to arsenal a Rising Resentment just to start my next turn. Like, am I supposed to? I think I'm supposed to set up the 5 card, and if she has some way to fuck me, then I'm sad. But we just do 7 and then Warmonger's Arsenal Rising. Or, yeah. Oh, I guess Rise from the Ashes kind of gets me here, too. Maybe Warmongers does get cut. This guy's playing Hook. Yeah, I mean, what else would... I feel like Hook is the best arm slot for Marlynn. Like, what else would Marlynn play? I think Warmongers might have to go. I haven't seen the Warmongers Rise from the Ashes anti-synergy yet, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, ooh, yeah, if I like Warmongers is good for sure in like this matchup against Dash.io. But yeah, if I'm trying to do like big rise up synergies, get out of here, pouncing links. If I'm trying to do big rise up synergies, then Warmongers is going to be bad. See what our Marlynn calls here. I'm really hoping it's peace. Please give me space. War. Oh, did she pitch Hook? That's funny. Okay, cool. I drew a Rise from the Ashes, but I can pitch it. Great. We're cooking. Yellowfin. Thank you, one of Yellow Rise from the Ashes, for not being in my hand right now. All right, what does this hand get to do? This hand gets to be very good. This hand gets to do Rising, Pitch Rise, Emberblade, Mounting Anger, Display Loyalty, Phoenix Flame, Break Links, Lava Burst or Salt, Dragon Power. So we're blocking with Flight Path, and then we take 7, we don't lose anything, and then we just blow her up. I don't remember which one Hook is. Like, I don't remember what it does. We love ignoring the harpoons. That was like the best case scenario for us. Any other harpoon she could have played would have been like fine. This hand would have functioned. But ooh, that would have been That would have been real bad. Yeah, this hand is nuts. This hand is about to be really good. Especially if she just doesn't block anything. No. I do not need to banish. This hand is got, I don't know if this kills her. Like, I don't know if this is actually threatening lethal. But it does do a lot of damage. Perfect. Use your armor on this. Don't use your armor on the actual attacks that can trigger my Mask of the Pouncing Lynx. All right. You're letting Mounting Anger hit, which means I assume that you are going to let everything else hit too. I don't need to break Lynx here. This is where I need to decide, though, if I am going to break Lynx this turn. I think the answer is yes. We're going to find Salt the Wound. Mounting Anger is going to resolve. We're going to banish our Display Loyalty. So we could see the man on Fi again. Well, he's so good now. How could I not be playing Fi? He got Art of War back. Dad came home. All we need to like really make Fi, if we just wanted to really get Fi out of the format, we go ahead and print Draconic Belittle. This comes in for 6, and then we are Salt the Wounding for 7. Man, this turn really had the potential to be terrible and ended up being insane. Chat, we're so back. We're so up. She has to give us cards. I mean, we're not out of the woods. Like, we're at 13. She can definitely overpower us if she finds another catch of the day. Like, we could definitely not get to keep a hand of cards. But she has no armor left. She's at 1. So even off of a 2-carder, we can force 3 cards out of her. She does have Trench. This hand is a hand of cards. I thought about double swording to make our Salt bigger. If I double sword, I think I'm getting less damage than if I Dragon Power there. I would have had to have done the math on that to figure out if that would have been better, but I got 6 either way. I guess I would have gotten more damage because my Tunic trigger would, or my Shuko trigger would have gone on the Salt the Wound. That's interesting. That's interesting, Valdis. I would have to go through the math on that. I'd have to math that out to see if I lost damage. Jesus, what is happening? What is this coming in for? Big old damage? 15. All right. This has an on hit that I do care about. I feel like I'm making this block. I take 7, I go to... If I'm blocking with this many cards, then I probably don't. Let's see. This puts me to 1 and I die. This puts me to 3 and I don't die, but I come pretty close. I can block for 8, in which case I'm probably not blocking for 8. I'm blocking for 6. I take 9. I go to 4. I send a 2-card 8 and go to 2. And if I go to 2, I'm sending the 8. Fire Tenant gets a card. 5 gets 2 cards. You're on 1 card with 1 gold. So the most you could do is pitch the blue, draw a 1-cost arrow, load it with Marlynn, fire. I think this is the block I'm supposed to make. I think this is fine. This doesn't do anything because the fire doesn't do anything. I think this is the block, and I don't need to give the Shuko here. I think this is okay. The Remorseless sucks. For us, it's a good card for Marlynn to be playing. But we should be forcing 3 cards away from her. I guess if it's a 3-block and return fire, she keeps 2, and that could kill us. Which would be bad. Yeah, she can't Goldfin arrow. And if she doesn't have return fire or another 4-block, then she has to keep 1 card, and I don't think her 1-card hand can kill us. Like, she can't even Codex for anything here. Even Codex, I don't think she's played a 0-cost arrow. Okay, passing the turn, that's good. We've got Phoenix War, which we can't use, but we have a starter. So we will still present, we are presenting lethal. We get to Mounting Anger, Emberblade, Display Loyalty, Phoenix Flame, which probably doesn't kill her, but it does set us up to kill her. I have absolutely no idea how to sideboard this deck. Parker, are you talking about Phi? We can walk through it for the next game. When I bring up the full list for Talishar, we can talk about what I'm usually trying to sideboard. At some point, I will come up with a matchup guide for this deck. There's so many of you here. Thank you all for checking out the stream, playing Phi with new Art of War. Thank you all for being here instead of at the official stream, which I assume is over because surely World Premiere is more interesting than this. And then we just set Phoenix War. We find a Rise from the Ashes. Coming with Ronin, we're gonna have, I guess this doesn't matter because she's just gonna put like 2 cards in front of it. I'm going to let this resolve before I Phoenix War. So actually, this was a bad move to make because the Ronin was coming in for 4. So she was always going to put 2 cards in front of it. But it's actually a good move because she can't flip my Phoenix Flame. Did it end a while ago? Cool. We take those. We Phoenix War. We don't find another Phoenix War because we're so bad at this game. It doesn't really matter what I attack with next. I'm thinking about how to play around another Sunken Treasure. It doesn't matter. The game has ended. That was super close. That was so close. And I can't... what a weird game. Because I do want to, like... We got to the Warmonger's turn. And I do want to say... Wow, this Warmonger's like... I can't play Warmongers. I've got 7 Rise from the Ashes in the deck. There's such an anti-synergy. And then we just drew like the nuts hand because she couldn't take us off of it. So, I don't know. We're going to keep testing it. I'm leaving the list as it is. The Warmongers is so good when it is good, but there's a real chance that we just explode. That we just like play Warmongers and then draw 2 red Rise from the Ashes. Like, well, I can't function. Jesus, 28 damage, turn. 28 damage, 5-card hand without Phoenix War. Like, Phi definitely has the juice. Someone asked me yesterday, you think the double sword would have made the Salt come in for 1 more, or they block with another? I think you're right, Valdis. I think you are correct. We also would have saved a fealty, which I don't think would have mattered that game, but like could have, right? If we draw 3 hot on their heels and a fire tenant, then having the fealty is really good for us. For Mini and Vegas. Yeah, I think you're right. Of all this, I should have double sorted there and broke my boots for it. Ooh, against Ira. She got stuff, right? Against Ira, put in the Phoenix Wars. Put in... I think I'm not supposed to play sinks. Like, I can get value from my sinks, but I think Ira's one where I'm supposed to do my thing, not stop her from doing her thing. This is probably a breaking point matchup. I think it's just tied to a Cilio turn 2. What allows you to double sword? That would be... Oh, by Ira. That'd be Dragon Scale or Flight Path. You break your Flight Path, you give your own sword go again, which doesn't matter. What matters is you give it an additional attack this turn. So you like attack with the Ember Blade, break Flight Path, give it a second attack, attack with the Ember Blade. Parker, as far as sideboarding, so this is, I mean, you can tell from the list, these are the cards that are always in, ooh, Slippy. Phoenix Ward usually comes in. I think I'm not playing it against Assassins because I'm gonna get disrupted. Against Slippy, I don't need 8 D-reacts. I will bring in 6. We'll bring in Breaking Point. Phoenix War comes in for races. Spreading Flames comes in for races. Flame Call package comes in for grindier games where I need to go wider. Shelter comes in for, I think, only Marionette. Slippy's one I don't know because it is technically a race, but I feel like being defensive is better. Do I want to push damage on turn 0? Ooh, and we just blank our opponent's equipment because we're not playing Phoenix War. This hand kind of sucks, and I think I'm supposed to just send it and like get cards out of Slippy, maybe push damage and arsenal the Loyalty Beyond. We could also just play Diplomacy, which takes Slippy off of Tome, Spinneret, Codex. I'm just going to play Warmongers and pass. Arsenal the Loyalty, and if we draw Rise from the Ashes, then we're the worst players in the world. We both chose War. A cool thing you can do with Boots and Sword is you can target the sword on a previous chain link to allow it to attack again. That is very cool. Hey, our hand functions. Another cool thing you can do with Sword. Say you have 2 blues and your hand just doesn't do anything. Like, say our hand was double Warmongers, double Hot on their heels, so we don't have a starter, but we have a tempo, we can't just block things. We can pitch blue to Emberblade, send 3, no go again. Pitch the second blue to Flight Path to give the sword go again and an additional attack, and then Emberblade again, but the Emberblade sees itself and gets go again. So it's a 2-card 6, which is bad, but it does fix a hand with no starters. We'll block the pain with a Warmongers because this is 4. There are other scarier things that Slippy can do, but like Art of Desire Body, which I guess I'll also block. And we have the Loyalty Beyond. I think that's worth it. We'll Loyalty here to get around the Knight's Embrace. Our hand still sends 7. Kind of depends on what this last card is, but I'm not super afraid of it. Oh. Well, I'm a little afraid of that. Bye, Shuko. I don't love giving the Shuko that early, but I think we got more value out of blocking than we would have if this Prognosis hit. Like, we got our 2, for sure. We were going to lose 3 value to the Prog if it hits, which it will, unless it hits exactly yellow Rise from the Ashes. And then Slippy gains 2, so I think we got 7 out of our Shuko. Which, like, do I love giving Shuko that early? Of course not. Do I like that I got 7 out of my Shuko? Yeah. No. Okay. This is a functional hand of cards. Tome of Pandemonium banishes your Sink Below, which sucks for you, and my Fire that Burns Within, which also sucks for you. I mean, this does have Go again, so they get to pitch a blue into Clave Fire. But, like, as far as tomes go, this was a bad one. I don't love that I lost this Sink Below. This hand is cool, so I get to... Oh, I don't have Shuko, so this doesn't really matter. You got it. Please gain some life. No, my other fires. Oh, right, my Phoenix Flame. I forgot about that. Oops. I forgot that that card has text. I forgot I do have to care about Bonds of Attraction. I gotta tell you, I'm pretty sad the amount of tech that people have for Fi currently. Like, come on, y'all. How long has it been since this hero was relevant? I can just play my hand. I could also Arsenal this Rise from the Ashes. That Slippy is reading. I am not reading cards. I forget that Bonds has text into Draconic Heroes. So I can Ignite for 5, Tunic Emberblade for 3, Phoenix for 1, Arsenal Rise. Could also just play the Rise. It kind of depends on if I want a 5-carder against Slippy. And I feel like the answer might be no. I'm really just surprised at the respect that people are giving Fi. Like, I really thought that people would not be giving Fi the respect that he clearly seems to deserve. Weirdly, people have correctly evaluated that Art of War is a good card. So I could just get a Lava Burst here, or I guess Salt the Wound in this case and deal 5. I don't think that's good enough. The question is, do I want an Arsenal, or do I just get 3 out of my Rise from the Ashes now? We have not seen a Leave No Witnesses yet. I think I just get my value. What about Become the Bottle to activate Phoenix form? So I don't want to play bad cards to make my bad cards better. And I think both of those are bad cards. I also think that Phoenix form is not the most exciting thing. Oh, that's your Sink Below. These Pandemoniums, okay. I had a friend of mine who said that Pandemonium was not going to be a good card. And I'm like, you know what? I'm starting to see that. I do need to care about this Infiltrate. I mean, this hand just doesn't really function. Like, what this hand is going to do is send 6 and Arsenal Fire that Burns Within. Gravy KO also overlapping with the tech hits a few matches that Fi also has stuff within. What? Hey. Thanks, Firebrand. Yeah, the Gravy tech hitting Fi, like, for sure, that's really bad for Fi. What's the KO tech? Like, what are people bringing into KO that also hits Fi? Ooh, we get a card. Ooh, we get third infiltrate. That's one of the ones that I care about. I didn't realize this Slippy is on Tunic. This hand functions. This is a very okay hand of cards. All right, this is allowed to hit. Because what this hand gets to do is ignite, fire tenet, fire that burns within, activate Phi, pitch salt the wound, pick up Phoenix Flame, discard Phoenix Flame to fire that burns within, draw a card, do something with it, breaking point, and we're definitely taking this damage. I hate letting the Art of Desire Body hit, but at the same time, it is not impacting my hand. Okay. Your arsenal, like, your graveyard sucks, though. You're gonna get Bonds of Attraction? Yeah. What does that mean? Could block with the breaking point? There isn't really a way to sequence this because this costs 1. Bonds for 3. If you have a pump in hand, I get blown out. This game is not close. Maybe I'm supposed to bring another Phoenix Flame into this. Into Assassin because of Bonds of Attraction. I guess I'm giving Breaking Point here. So I kind of have to. Yeah, and then they have... Jesus, you're playing Shred? Did you hit a Bonds off the top? Oh, that's so sad for me. Or a Loyalty off the top. All right, well, this game just became a lot harder. I mean, this game is probably now over because of that. Jesus. Bonds of Attraction, what a ugh. I gotta tell you, this game is not convincing me to play Phi. The tech here is... There's just so many random Mistveil cards that hit Phi. The Chaos Tome was a card Huntsman could use. I'm actually going to concede from this point. We can't win without a Phoenix Flame, which means that we sideboarded poorly. We need to bring in the Flame Call package. So now we know for Assassin, we need our Flame Call package. So that they can't... God, that's... Ugh. Mistveil continues to be such a shit set for Phi. Just all of the incidental graveyard hate. And yeah, like... as John is saying, the gravy hate that randomly intersects with Phi is so brutal. Have you tried the Devotion Never Dies loop yet? I don't want to play bad cards to make my good cards better. You mean the Devotion Never Dies loop with Firebrand? I believe Slippy is not prevalent enough to where Phi is impacted. I think Slippy will be prevalent. I also think it's less about Slippy being prevalent and more about, like, Marionette can play Bonds of Attraction. Huntsman can play Bonds of Attraction. Like, there are just enough real decks in the format that care about, or that will have the tech. It's also just like a good rule of thumb. Like, okay, I have to respect that. We just pass, and this hand is a functional hand of cards. So I do what? Prayer of Bologna. You did, in fact, reveal a yellow, so you do, in fact, get to charge. Oh, I have to remember this Boltyn card exists. You make a Quicken. Things are happening. What does this hand do? This hand does Mounting Anger, Hot on their heels, Mounting Anger, Art of Phoenix War? This might surprise you, Boltyn. I am not going to block. This defends a weapon attack. I need to remember to sequence around Boltyn. I don't think I ever realized that Beacon of Victory can target Raiden. Is Slippy as prevalent? Mario is just that much more prevalent. I think it's more like Marionette will be prevalent and then the Slippy players will do it anyway. But I'm also, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And the Fi hate won't be that prevalent, the like random graveyard hate. I am thinking more that it's just something that I can tech for. What did you find? Bolt of Courage. I think I'm just okay with this. Also, I passed through blocks by mistake. That's fine. I think I'm just more excited to do my own thing, which is probably a cool line. So this turn also doesn't totally make sense if I don't play the Phoenix War here. I guess depending on how Boltyn blocks, I could decide not to Phoenix War. I can wait for my Tunic. Gravy has graveyard hate. Oh my god, that's true. Yeah, the amount of... We're testing Fi here. But yes, the amount of graveyard hate at the top of the format might be enough to say, hey, maybe I don't do this. Maybe Fi does not have the juice in a format with so much graveyard hate and popular heroes that demand graveyard hate. Okay, so this is where we have a real... I love watching my Fis cry when I flip their flame face down. It would be me. I think this is... I think I am not Phoenix Warring here. I'm relying on the top two cards of my deck to be good. I'm only getting like 3 out of my Phoenix War. I think I can do better than that. And my Tunic is going to be up. Okay, this hand really needs a starter. Or even a blue. I could work with a blue. Someone, whenever you charge, you make a courage. Okay. Oh, whenever a card is put into your soul, you make a courage. Okay, you're going to do some bullshit. Additional cost to play this, banish up to 3 cards from your hero's soul, do E-strikes. You're going to banish 2. You're going to give it +2, draw a card on hit. You gave it draw on hit, go again on hit. Interesting. That seems dangerous. I could have been playing D-React. It's an aggro matchup. I don't think it would have been unreasonable. Snatch, go again. Ba, 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 ba. You could activate Fi on your... Well, you have to activate Fi on your opponent's turn. Boltyn's looking kind of sweet. If there are no cards in your soul, return this to its owner's hand, then charge your soul. Surprised this card blocks 3. It's a Boltyn card. I would have thought that it actually blocked less. It blocks 2, surely. It's a Boltyn card. Alright. A lot of cards are being drawn. Damage is being dealt. I also have a lot of damage to deal. Assuming that my... Jesus, would you stop? Are you going to find Snatch? Is our opponent just drawing the nuts? Vitor, you play this hero. Is our opponent just, like, drawing the nuts? Because I feel like our opponent is drawing the nuts. Yeah, sometimes I have an all-red hand and I have to pitch the hand to save the Phoenix. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I guess it's a reason for Fi to play 15 blues, but man, your opponent blocks with like a Sunken Treasure, and now you're priced into saving your Phoenix Flame. It feels so bad. Or your opponent plays Seafloor Salvage, and now you're priced into it. It's like the Sunken Treasure is particularly bad. Are you waiting on me? Oh, there we go. It's particularly bad because Jesus, and then you get just 8 out of... No. Yeah, you do get 8 out of this. Woof. Yeah, the problem with Sunken Treasure in particular is that I don't know what you're gonna pick before you pick it. Okay, this is good enough. This'll work. The Rise from the Ashes gets us there. So I'm playing Rise from the Ashes. I am picking up this Phoenix Flame. I am sending the Phoenix Flame into Hot on Their Heels, into... I should have blocked with this Flight Path. Phoenix Flame into Hot on Their Heels, into Emberblade, into... Breaking into Lava Burst, Flight Path, Breaking Point. This is a weird hand. It's like one resource away from being good. Maybe play Anka into Fi now. I think if you're like... If that's something you already want to do, I think you go for it. But like Anka on the Phoenix Ward turn, I don't think is going to be good enough. What can I find with links? I can find Ignite. I could find Inflame. Inflame is not a bad one. It's worth 5 because I'm going to get to turn it on. The Draconic Text doesn't matter. It just means I'm pushing more damage this turn because I can't get value out of my links either way. I'm thinking like I could get Inflame and Sword twice, but the Sword doesn't get the Phoenix War buff. And I already have my double finisher, which I'm using Flight Path for, so I think I'm grabbing Enflame here. Oh, I could grab... No, because I don't have a Phoenix Flame in my graveyard. I'd have to break the chain, which I don't want to do. So I'm grabbing... Just Inflame the Firebrand. Let's see if this Boltyn overly respects Hot on Their Heels. Damn it. He's on the tech of not respecting Hot on Their Heels. This comes in for 6. This comes in for 6. I'm threatening lethal. I should have blocked with my boots. This comes in for 6. Please protect your Lumina. Okay, never mind, this turn was sick. Yeah, I was thinking about Ignite, and it just... I wanted the Ignite to be good, but I was a resource off of being able to... not only was I a resource off of being able to play out everything, but I also needed the boost for the double finisher. I would have liked to have got it, though. Also, a Phoenix Flame in my graveyard would have been... Like, if I could have had a different starter and kept the Phoenix in the yard, then grabbing Fire That Burns Within would have been sick. But even then, I guess Fire That Burns Within isn't good, because it's like, well, what am I hoping to draw? Just something that I'm going to pitch to play the Breaking Point? Like, eh. Let's just make sure I don't have a Phoenix Flame in here. Okay. Ooh, our Boltyn has to stop and think about his turn, so that's good. I like when my aggro opponent really gets thrown off by Breaking Point. And look, Breaking Point really earning its keep in the deck. Yeah, Flight Path is sick. Ooh, we get to... Ooh, our Boltyn had a Lumina V turn with Tunic. Vitor, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for any mental damage those particular blocks dealt to you. Ooh, 31 to a 6. Oh no, Boltyn, no. You are not threatening lethal. If you give this go again, I mean, you could do the thing. You give this go again, break chain, Lumina, 5-4. You're threatening 15. What does my hand do? I don't know why he's on snaps. This hand doesn't need to block. Okay, you are gonna go for it? That's reasonable. I might end up blocking one of these Raiden swings. Like trying to decide how much of this hand I need. The Spreading Flames here is a little awkward. It does make me... Oh, but then I'd be playing a second Phoenix Flame. I don't know. So you are going to Lumina me. Which I feel like... I don't block this one. I block the next one with Warmogger's Tunic. And my turn does... 3-3-4. 3-3-4. And I get cards out of you. I don't think the Rise from the Ashes does enough. Yeah, this comes in for 4. I think this is my block. So if I don't block here, I mean, I would give like Tunic. I go to 2. Boltyn goes to 8. I play Rise from. I still don't really get to do much because I can't like play the Phoenix, break the chain, pick the Phoenix back up. So we're just gonna keep the Boltyn on 7. I'm getting multiple cards out of him. And I'm just waiting for like a better hand. On Prayer Bologna, the most meme card in existence, 2 card 2, maybe 2 card 6. No, Vitor, you're fine. I mean, for how close this game is, it does make me feel worried that this Boltyn is also, like, not playing good cards. I would like the Boltyn to be doing worse if this is, like, a bad build. So I'm going to get a card. I think I'm dead. I think I just get a card because I can't Phoenix Flame this turn. Like this just gets Iron Tongue versus or Tunic and then 3 cards with Tunic and I die. Our big dumb turn wasn't good enough to overcome just the absolute steamroll this Boltyn got over us. Boltyn good right now in Verdant's LL waiting room. What does Verdant's do to Boltyn? Just be Verdant's? Because usually being Verdant's is pretty good. Oh, I needed this hand. This is coming in for 3. You have charged. This is coming in for 3, which means this is coming in for 3. So I will not block this. This puts me to 2. Raiden's going to come in for 3, which I will block, which is going to put me to 1. And then I get to... Oh, I guess I could block with Shuko and go to 1, and this buys me 3 damage. It's either 3 damage offensively or defensively, but I think because this doesn't kill me, this is better. It's better to keep the Dragon Power, and I just come in with the Ember Blade at the end to play around Blunton. Okay, so you just died of Verdant's being Verdant's. Oh, sure, and Plow Under, because Boltyn is a set up a 5-card hand hero. I think we're gonna get there. I might not kill Boltyn this turn, but I should get his hand. Against Draconic Ninjas, you have to have good Lumina turns, preferably a double Lumina. You gain 6 health and a lot of soul, and that keeps you in the race. Yeah, the Boltyn gaining the life, I mean, was threatening. I had to respect it. And yeah, Snappies instead of the 2-block armor. Would you be playing Tunic in this matchup, or would you play the Soulbond Resolve? Boltyn is a hero I could see myself playing. I like aggressive mid-range decks. He gets to play a bunch of arm, like he gets KO's Fridge, but he doesn't get KO's variants, which is pretty cool. This doesn't matter. Oh, you play Soulbond 100%? Okay, I'm gonna get your Tunic. I could also Arsenal the Phoenix Flame. I'm gonna Arsenal the Phoenix Flame, because the way I lose this game is by not having a starter. In for 0. Like, you don't have any way to turn this on, right? I'm not misremembering, right? Okay, like, did I just throw? I get to do funny sequencing. All right, that's fair. Yeah, the 10 into 14 into 15 was spooky. The 15 threatened. That was the 14 threatening, possibly like 22 was scary. And I had my 31 damage Phoenix War turn. God, do you all know that Art of War is so good? Charge equipment is really important to block and fix hands. The headpiece that charges and saving grace the D-react. Is a spike defense turn blanking lava burst. Okay. I mean, we're gonna play this one, but okay. Arakni Huntsman says that I think we just put in every card in our deck. Boop, 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 boop. Sure. We just fat stack. And I'm basically never blocking unless it threatens my hand or my Phoenix Flame. You are on 60 cards. You are doing... Oh, that's... Ooh, okay. I thought Walker started with 2 and would come back with 1. Interesting. I didn't realize Walker started with 1 and came back with 2. Okay, that's really cool. All right, this is going to get you a silver. You sunk the top card. I think I'm supposed to sink below this. I don't think I'm supposed to block with my hand. And if they're on Cut to the Chase, then I'm just sad. And I don't need to sink a card, because this hand blocks. It also is a starter plus a blue. All right. And against Assassin, that plays Leave No Witnesses, I can never leave a Phoenix Flame in Arsenal. The Phoenix Flame can never be how I set up a 5-card hand. And we just play out the hand. Like, my answer to Arakni Huntsman is just kill them. I fat stack, yes, but there's no, like, fancy counterplay here. There's no, like, ooh, this is what the Arakni is going to be doing, so this is what I need to do. It's just send efficient hands, don't block unless it is efficient to do so with, like, a D-react, or it threatens my hand. And even when it threatens my hand, I probably shouldn't block because of attack reactions. I do need to be aware of my finishers in deck for Mask of the Pouncing Lynx. Like I need to be aware of how many lava bursts are left, if my sink below is still in, or salt the wound is still in the deck. So I have 2 lava bursts, assault, and flame the firemind is going to be pretty helpful. Oh, this hand is almost good. I think we play Rise. We fire pitch breaking point. Ignite is almost good enough. I could do Ignite, Fi, sit on display. So I'm gonna get my Shuko trigger with Ignite Phoenix Flame. I kinda wanna set up a 5-carder with my Tunic. I will get the fealty next turn, and I'm not gonna need it to start the turn probably. And I feel like if Arakni is committing this hard to blocks now, it might mean that the rest, like their hand just isn't good. Oh, that was the Shuko. God, I keep forgetting that Rise From is 2 power and gets me my Shuko. Okay, if Arakni is blocking, I am not going to play my display. I'm going to sit on it. No. And we just end the turn. Ew, this is not the hand I'm looking for. Hey, this Warmonger's blocks. Oh. Remember when I said I wasn't going to get punished for not having a fealty? What I would like to do with this hand is block 6, send 7. Sick. Easy. We're so up. What a not good hand of cards. I mean, so we don't get a fealty out of this because it isn't the second Draconic Chain Link, but even if we had played this last turn, I guess I would have just blocked 3 on the CNC and then did fealty, Fire Tenant, Emberblade, Phoenix Flame. But even then, we're only getting 7 damage out of that hand. So like, weirdly, it didn't matter. Weirdly, it all ended up okay. And we Arsenal Loyalty, which is a good card to have in Arsenal. And we draw a hand of cards that doesn't really function. I think what this hand does is block 6 on the Leave No Witnesses, send another 2-card 7 Arsenal Phoenix War, and just pray. We've seen 2 CNCs. We've seen 2 Leave No Witnesses because the other one got pitched. You left the top card there. Weirdly, the top card of my deck is a red. I can't do anything with the second loyalty, and I think I am specifically... You're flick knivesing me. Okay. Oh. Sure. Okay. We just get a bunch of equipment for free. I am not going to use my loyalty now. The most I could do with this loyalty is make this hand like kind of better. What I really want to do with my loyalty is make a good hand great. No, not this dumb card. You left the top card there. That's scary. Please don't Phoenix War me. Hot. You called Breaking Point. All right. Honestly, fine. Honestly, not the worst. I guess I need to start playing the mind game of depending on when I have, like, what my setup is for Phoenix War. I didn't realize, but yeah, Phoenix War is instant speed card draw, so I actually can get around the Huntsman effect, where Huntsman looks at the top card of my deck, leaves it there, names it, and then I respond to the Hunter or Hunted by playing Phoenix War, so that the Huntsman doesn't know what's on top of my deck. Ooh, this hand is really interesting. This hand is potentially very good. Sure. So we are going to sink below, and if you have cut to the chase, then I'm like the saddest boy. But if you don't have cut to the chase, then I'm pretty good. We could give Flight Path to play around Concealed Blade, and just give myself the option to Flight Path. And I'm not sinking, because this hand does Ignite, Flame Call, Find a Phoenix, Tunic, Phoenix War. Nice. I get to do a thing. I am going to banish these, because this hand is nuts. Did your name Rhymes from the Ashes make you sad when it randomly hits? I mean, there are a bunch of cards that they could randomly hit, and I'm like, oh, fine. We are not breaking links yet, because I don't know what the rest of my turn is. This finds Phoenix Flame. I could find Ignite if I really wanted to make this Fire That Burns Within free, because I could pick up my other Phoenix Flame. Tunic, War. That's pretty good. Do I need to Pouncing Links here? Probably. But I can wait to see what my draw from Fire is first. Pitch. Phi. Phoenix Flame. Discard. Dragon Power is interesting. That's my... I can't pay for this. But if Arakni is going to overcommit to blocking, I can banish Dragon Power to Rising Resentment, break Pouncing Links to find Inflame, and then get my Draconic Text. That's gotta be worse than just finding Salt the Wound and double swording, right? Okay, so if I double sword, I get 6 plus 2 more on Salt the Wound compared to Inflame, which is 5 and 6. That's 11 compared to... Oh, God. All right, no. Well, Emberblade here, because I'm definitely doing that. Well, Rising Resentment. All right, you are taking the damage. Ah, you had the sink below. All right, they got me. I was supposed to break the links earlier. I could just double sword here. I guess I should. I guess I'll use this to push. I was supposed to break this earlier, and I got greedy. It's like Salt here is just 7. That's fine. We got very far ahead. Oh, I get to do Rise into this one? Oh, JK. You take Leave No Witnesses. I am going to... I could take the Dragon... Oh, there's no Dragon Power in here. Damn it. I have no blue in my graveyard. I could just send a 2-card... Like, discard a thing... Block 4. What am I supposed to grab here? All these cards kind of suck for the position I'm in. The Codex here is pretty brutal. It's just discard display loyalty? Yeah. I think I could just disrespect this. Okay, so if I'm disrespecting it, this doesn't matter. Let's just grab Fire Tenant and discard display loyalty. Well, thank you, KZR PDB, for watching. Yeah, give this up. You'll break Perdition. You get 2 silver. Bah, 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 bah. I don't have the D-React for it. Well, these were 2 cards I would have liked. The Lava Burst would have been sick. Rise. Find a Peony. I guess the Lava Burst wouldn't have been that sick. Loyalty here is pretty bad. I mean, it's a D-React, right? I get to send a 2-card 8 into Arsenal Loyalty Beyond the Grave, which we've already banished the other 2, so this just blocks 3. But it does juice Leave No Witnesses. It juices a few things. Yeah, the big problem with this game was just not getting 7 more damage last turn. It's alright, we still have Pouncing Links. We're still pretty far ahead, I think. Get out of here. There's like a weird Talishar bug where sometimes cards just randomly float in the center of the screen for too long. Close the chain, set the loyalty. This hand sucks. I need to not play this Sink Below because I need to pitch it to Mounting Anger. I mean, this hand is pretty good. It's just mean I can't use the Sink Below. And I don't have Tunic, which would have also fixed this hand. Plunder Zepor. I don't care about this card. You have no way to give it go again. I don't need to loyalty beyond it because I'm just playing my hand. Arakni IPs themselves, which is pretty sick. I could break Lynx here if I wanted to. Depending on how the Arakni blocks, Lynx is worth 6 from Lava Burst. I have, how many Lava Bursts left? 1. I have 1 Lava Burst and Salt left. I have not played or banished any Enflames. So I do have those as options too. Play Display first. Possibly put Arakni into a spot where they block the display and then can't deal with the Blaze Headlong if they want to keep me off of Pouncing Links this turn. I'm feeling like we're getting to a spot where I want to Pouncing Links. I'm not necessarily running out of time, I'm running out of finishers. See how many cards they give to the Blaze. Just boots, I think we're gonna do it here. I think I'm running out of time. Just grab a Lava Burst. Like there's a world where I draw Phoenix War next turn, have my Phoenix Flame, have the Tunic up, but I think we're just sending this. And if Arakni puts 6 in front of the Lava Burst, then I just have tempo. This hand will work. Okay, so Flame Call Awakening does nothing. What is the worst this could be? There's no cut to the chase on this. I think I'm not blocking. I'm going to have Tunic up, so even though the Flame Call doesn't find anything, it is a starter. It lets me Flame Call, Spreading Flames, Emberblade, Fi. And if it's just one, then I'll Loyalty Beyond it. Yeah, I don't need to get Shuko here. Oh, wait. Ah. There we go. I'm like, wait, I do have a reaction. Wait, there was a specific reason I did this. Sigil of Solace. All right. Am I pitching this Shelter? I think the answer is no. I think I'm just playing like a very average hand of cards. I send 3/3/3/2 Arsenal Shelter, and it's like, okay. Use my Tunic. This makes me wish I still had my Pouncing Links, but I don't mind using it when I did. Well, I could have played around the Justinic too, so I wasn't overly concerned about it. Having the Shelter in hand gave me a lot of flexibility for how I wanted to navigate that turn. Arakni just does blocking. That's fine, because it gives me space, which is what I need. Arakni's blocks are like average. I don't know what this is. I feel like this has got to be a 1-cost attack. No, it can't be a 1-cost attack. If it was a 1-cost attack, they would have just like pitched Prog to do dagger attack. So that says it's not a shred, or else they would have shredded the Loyalty Beyond the Grave. Could be a Sigil of Solace? But I feel they would have played the Sigil from Arsenal and then Arsenal the one from hand. Oh, it is a 0 for 4. All right. Very excited to try Phoenix Form. I do think Phoenix Form is very bad. You left the top card there. Sure, you're going to get a silver off of this. Do I need to block this? My hand can do... I could block with Shelter, Rising, Emberblade. It might just be Rising, Emberblade, Phoenix Flame, and Flame Rowdy Locals, and I don't get the threat of discard on the Rowdy Locals. I just get, you are at a low life total, and this is damage. Which means I don't need to Shelter this. There was a Sigil. Yeah, I just get to do 3, 3, 1, 5, 2. Tunic is 2 turns away. I need to count my Rise from the Ashes at some point. Hey, there's a Justinic. The Fabled Justinic. How many Rise Froms do I have left? 1. I have a red and a blue somewhere not on the bottom of my deck. And I have a Shelter to protect something. We've seen 3 CNCs, which is nice. Tunic is up, so we do always need to respect Pitch Blue, Spider's Bite, Codex, Tunic, CNC. And if they put themselves in that position, then I might just Shelter the Spider's Bite. Hunter or Hunted? That's a little... that's of questionable spookiness. What are you calling? Shelter from the Storm. That's an okay one. Oh, you revealed my arsenal. Okay. All right, never mind. You found the Salt the Wound. That's fine. Honestly, fine. You know that my arsenal is a Shelter. This shows you my arsenal too. Oh god, you can banish my arsenal? Rude. I never thought I'd be this excited for Fi to come back into the meta of all heroes. Fi's so good. All right, we get to Firebrand 4/5, go again into the rowdiest of locals, which means opponent probably just blocks here. If they're gonna block at all, I think that's reasonable. Hunter Hunted is very rude. Oh, they just pitched a Hunter to play one. Okay, so we don't have to worry about this for the rest of the game, which is nice. The only safe zone is the pitch zone. I'm always saying this. Codex of Frailty. Well, I get to stuff that. What does this hand do? This hand does Mounting Anger, Searing Emberblade, Pit Shelter to Fi. And Flame. So I get to send 2, 3, 2, 4. Sadly, I have to start with the Mounting Anger, which I wish I didn't have to do, because it's just an easy Graven block. I could also send 2, 3, 3, 1 Arsenal Shelter. I don't think that's where I want to be, though. That is Codex number 2. We are coming up on a Phoenix War. Art of Phoenix is in Talishar. I played one earlier and then just haven't found another one. We haven't gotten to the second one yet. It's in here. Right. Emberblade is 2. I get to ask a question of how important is it that I get 2 out of this Inflame versus 1 versus having the Shelter in Arsenal. I could just send 3, 1, or I could send 1, 2, 4. I think we're pitching. This might be a bad decision. We'll see. We'll see if I get punished for doing this. What do you think about the new owl? You mean owl? Is there an owl hero? Yeah, I think damage is more important than playing around the Codex. I still have Shuko to block with, so like, Regicide. For that Crown of Dominion Phi. I will draw both of these cards in the same hand. Hey, we're doing the thing. Even if I get Codexed here, I get to do Dragon Power Shuko. Prague says, we block with Shuko and hope that you don't have Justinek. Nice. Now I get to win the game. Boop. 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 Holy shit. All right. I don't want to break the fealty. I want to fealty the Fire Tenant. I don't want to start with the Fire Tenant. Actually, oh, you haven't shuffled, so you do not have, I don't have to play around Hunter Hunted. If I was gonna play around Hunter Hunted, I would start with Blaze Headlong, because I have seen all of my Mounting Angers, I've seen all of my Fire Tenants. Oh, I forgot that there's a Rise from the Ashes on this. This is still good. Yeah, they don't have Hunter Hunted in this hand, but I want to continue to respect it. I want to get in the habit of respecting the hunter hunted. Coming with Emberblade next. No. This one. We do this. Everything on breakpoints. 4, 4, 5 is going to be better than 3, 4, 6. Intentionally make blocking difficult for the opponent. Yay, breakpoints in Ninja. There's a world where we get fatigued here. Sigil keeps you alive. And then we Mounting Anger. This was pretty sick. We got very lucky this game, I feel. Jeez, what a series of turns. Yeah, we got the 26 damage Phoenix War, which we could have made much bigger. This could have been 33 if we had broken our head in the right time. This would have been 16. If they let everything connect, then we make it 21, 24 off of a 4-card hand with Tunic. I mean, Fi's got the juice. Fi definitely has the juice. Frand. Fi has the juice. He just, like, I think people are going to tech for him, and he's very techable. Graveyard Hate gets him. Victor Goldmane is... If Victor can reliably beat Verdance, then I think Victor's like a huge player in the meta. And Victor Fi was already bad. I don't think Phoenix War fits it, because even with Art of War, Victor Fi was bad, and Victor got more to beat Fi than Fi got to beat Victor. I don't think Fi got anything that actually deals with Guardians just blocking a ton, and Victor got Iron Grip, which is really good against Fi. I'm going to call it there. This was great. We did win, Rose. We got very lucky that Arakni didn't have a way to pump a Persuasive Prognosis over the top of Shuko, because I got to Rise from the Ashes, Tunic, Phoenix War into Blaze Headlong for 8, Fealty, Fire Tenet Strike First for 4, Emberblade for 4, Mounting Anger for 5, Phoenix Flame for 3. Yeah, I could see Valda feeling pretty good into Fi too. I'm going to call it there. Thank you all for watching. This has been the return of Daily Fi gameplay. We'll be back next week, I think with Briar probably. A little Silver Age Briar before I fly off to San Diego. I won't be streaming on Thursday or Friday, but I will be streaming on Monday. So that'll be my last stream before flying off to the calling. Thank you all for being here. Monday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope the calling's great. I hope you all enjoy watching it. Really excited to see what Silver Age looks like at the highest level. I know what my testing has told me, but I'm excited to see what other people come up with. So thank you all for watching. It's been great. Appreciate you all being here. Fi's a lot of fun. Hopefully you're all enjoying him as well. Until I see you all next week, take care.